Hey, shalom, shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors unto my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to all the sincere Akim that's out here pushing this word in truth and in all sincerity. Shalom. All right. And I'm going to do this very quick little. Sorry, I'm on the plantation. Quick lesson, Lord willingly, is edifying. Just dealing with just going with the spirit. Dealing with just the carnality of this world. I'm recording on my phone, so I can't pull the precepts perfectly. I'll quote them to the best of my ability. But I just wanted to just get a lesson in, through the spirit. This world, the scriptures say that, basically being carnality is enmity with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And enmity goes into basically being an enemy, all right? Battle. And that's the battle that majority of this world is losing at this moment. It's the battle between spirituality and carnality. Our people, and when I say our people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, not even in the truth. You'll have, in the truth of the Bible, you'll have Israelites that not Israelites, or so-called Negroes, or so-called, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that call themselves spiritual. And they'll come out of their mouth and they'll say, yeah, this is we're spiritual beings having a physical experience. But then they make the whole experience about being physical, which physical goes into carnality. Carnality, which which goes into the flesh. All right, and everybody in this world, which it's extremely tough if you're trying your best to be spiritual. You're going to meet all kind of hurdles and opponents. That's why either you fight, either you make the people that are in the world that are living a carnal, physical life your enemy, or you're going to end up being enemies with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, who the world inwardly calls God and Jesus Christ, because that's the battle. That's part of the battle. That's part of enduring. That's the part of bearing your cross in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Because why? We're in the physical, we're in the flesh, but we understand that this is all going to fade away, according to, what is that? Verse Corinthians 7:31, I believe, that the fashion of this world passeth away. But see, people that are carnal, or people that are all about the flesh, they can't see this world fading away, and above all, and the worst of it all is they don't want to see this world fade away, and that's just the way that it is, okay? But dealing with this carnal world, this world is all about carnality, and when you're trying to live a spiritual existence, and I'm definitely not speaking about being over righteous. I'm speaking about just the general of just the little, just minding your own damn business, the things that you care for, you always got to tend to the flesh of how other people feel, and so on and so forth. It's a forever battle, but that's a major portion of the battle, is to remain spiritual as much as possible. Now, the scriptures also say that we're subject unto vanity, so even the best of us, as the scriptures say, is vanity, so we're doing the best we can. Okay, we're doing the best that we can, or through the spirit we try to do the best that we can, but nevertheless it's hard, because we are in the most carnal position that we've ever been. See, other kingdoms of old were not this carnal. They were all about the flesh and pleasures. Nevertheless, the Egyptians, Medo-Persians to Babylonians and so on and so forth. But even so, it wasn't. This kingdom, this rulership, this time that we're in, is it's all carnality. All right, it's all 100% all day, every day. It's carnality. There's no spirituality in this place. That's why when you're dealing with the internet and social media, which is extremely toxic because it's just simply a mirror of the world, you see how carnal people are. The argument now is only a woman that is an 8, 9, or a 10 with a 24-inch waist is deserving of care. And on the flip side, only a man with a whole bunch of carnal money and status is only worthy to be submitted to, which is why the scriptures tell us in the book of Peter that the Lord said that these are brute beasts. Even the beast, even the animals of the world at this point of time are actually more spiritual than most of these people. Most of these people don't have a lick of spirituality in them. Most of these people have never denied themselves anything. Most of these people have never had a fast. Most of these people have never said no to a food item. Most of these people have never said no, I can't have sex at this moment because of this spiritual reason. Most people never experience these things. Okay? And that's the bitter. That's part of the bitter. That's extreme example of one of the extremes in my humble opinion of what makes this walk extremely bitter is that you realize after a while how carnal everybody around you is, And I'm not speaking about the brotherhood. I'm speaking to the brotherhood and for the brotherhood, because in the spirit, the only time that we really get a chance to actually deal with spiritual things in the most part is when we're with each other, the brotherhood. Your woman, she's all about carnal things and the worries of carnal things and so on and so forth. Your children, in most cases, aren't of an age or smart enough to understand spiritual things. You try to deal with your family members. If you do, they're all carnal. Your co-workers are all carnal. The world as a whole, the world as a whole is just carnal. It's all about flesh. What you ate, who you doing, what you doing, where you doing it at. Those are all physical things. Okay, nothing in this world it deals with building you up spiritually, building you up mentally. That's why we're in a space now where everybody is so mentally destroyed, because this world doesn't build up the mental. It only worries about the physical. Get the bag, get money. If you don't work, you don't eat, which the scriptures do say that. But at the same token, the scriptures isn't saying it like it's a fucking a bar and a rap lyric in your favorite Jeezy verse, okay? That's not what that means. It just simply means that we're in the carnal space, so we have to provide for ourselves to receive these provisions. That's all that simply means. It doesn't mean that you put getting the bag before Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That's carnal and that's wickedness. But in this world, everything carnal comes before Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, which is going to lead me to the next point in this, is that when the Lord shuts this place down for real, it's going to show these people how weak they are. See, that's why the scriptures say that have you ever seen a man in travail, in a birth labor? Because when it gets down to the nitty gritty of this place, when all the physicality, the carnality is cut off, all you're going to be left with is your fear in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, your faith in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and your hope. Okay, fear, faith, and hope, which all kind of go hand in hand with one another. But that's only for a few people. I was speaking on that at camp Saturday, that when you kind of come into this truth, you get two packages through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. He's dealing. If you called you, he gives you a package of fear that'll grow and blossom, and he gives you a package of Bear me 1 second. I didn't even realize. That's all. So like I'm in this area, not realizing that they got my camera on. But whatever, we're gonna finish this up and close it up. You get the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and faith, Isaiah 33:6 and Ephesians 2:8. Okay, those go hand in hand with one another. Okay, but in the spirit of it, these people don't have either one of those treasures, so there's nothing spiritual about them. So when this place requires you to be nothing more than spiritual, you're going to see how it's going to break these people down even faster. A lot of Jake men, they think that their stronghold is their money. A lot of Jake think that their stronghold is their muscles, and the Lord don't give a damn about none of that shit. Okay, that's not going to save you. Your muscles, your striations, okay, your guns, none of that. Your connections, none of that. Okay, and that's where this world is all about, man. All right, so I'm gonna close this up. I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai B'Shem HaKakodash. Until next time, Shalom.